Hello everybody, welcome back to Commonwealth Flipper. Welcome to the Commonwealth cabin. You know, there's been a lot of things going on lately, but one thing that is very true for us, and sometimes I hate to say this because I know eBay sales aren't great out there for everybody, is we have been selling things like crazy lately. And it's awesome. I'm super excited. Haven't had sales like this in quite a while, and it seems like the last 5 days have really been rolling, and I'm happy about that. I hope you guys are having sales out there as well. Also want to talk about a few other topics today, including what types of things in this crazy world we're living in right now. There's so much going on in this world. There is one kind of human nature thing that continues to drive certain sales. I want to talk about those today. I want to talk about Christmas coming up and Christmas gifts for resellers as well. Let's go take a look. And let me tell you, there are some crazy times going on, not just in the reselling world. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the world. And most of our buyers out there are just normal folks out there. And I want to talk about a little bit about that today. We're going to pull a few orders first. If I can find it, I guess I should have just gone that way. I'm just so used to walking the other way. I got to find a lamb, you know, a little plush lamb. I just realized it wasn't all that little, which means it probably goes up in the bigger plush bin. And this one here, I was listening to a show over there. My buddy Scott, Beer Picker, said, he's like, the days of selling plush are, you know, over. Actually, what he said is stained plush that you pick up for, you know, selling for 30 bucks or over. And I don't know. I think that the plush market has taken a little bit of a hit because of whatnot, to be perfectly honest with you. And so many people are picking it up. The market's flooded, but there's still some good ones out there. Check this one out. This one sold for $41. That's pretty dang good. ABC plush lamb, made in Indonesia, 1990, I think, maybe. That's a heck of a sale. 41 bucks for that one, plus shipping. It's getting windy out here. Whew. And sorry, Scott, I was just picking on you. I actually agree largely with your statement. Let me know out there if you're a plush seller, up or down. I think it's a bit of a mix right now. I sold this bag, tailor-made bag right there. It's like newish, I think. I mean, the plastic's still on it. It's in terrific condition. And that bag sold for $120 plus shipping. I just looked at the listing. It's actually $115 plus shipping, not $120. But, you know, a lot of people ask me, you know, how do you ship these things? Actually, I haven't shipped one in a while. I haven't sold a golf bag in quite a while. It's probably been over a year. But I've got 3 in there right now. And it's actually not that hard to ship these things. You just go to the local golf course and ask them if they have an empty golf bag box. And they usually give it to you. And that's what we'll do here. I actually think I have one in that shed out there. Sold one of my favorite things to sell, even though it's not a big seller. I just like to pick up backgammon sets for like $1 and resell the pieces. John's drawer, Cincinnati picker. This is a full set. Normally I like to sell them in the pieces separate, and then the cups, the dice, and the directions separate. But this time we sold it all together with no directions. It's an interesting looking one. I don't think I've ever sold that set before. $16 plus shipping. So 1 into 16 plus shipping. I don't know. I love it. I'll do it forever as long as I can get that much money for it. A lot of people think, you know, golf season is out, right? But you know what? They always play golf in Southern California. They always play golf in Arizona. A lot of the snowbirds go down there in the winter from the northern states, and they keep playing golf. They always play golf in Florida as well and some other places. So you can sell golf year round. As a matter of fact, in some of those places that I just mentioned, especially Arizona, they don't play as much in the heat of the summer. It's just too much. I'm gonna have to find a hat. Even though the Astros lost and they're out of it, this hat sold, and it's uncleaned, which a lot of times I'll clean hats, but we haven't been cleaning them lately. And we'll just, you know, look at that. So it's unclean. Sold for $16 plus shipping. Actually, if we cleaned this hat, it might be as much as a $25 hat. But it takes time to do that, and here's why. USA, made in the USA, and it is a 100% wool New Era hat. And those will sell. And that one did $16 plus shipping. Want to take just a second before we get into these next sales and talk about what types of things sell all the time, but especially in times that are a little bit more stressful. Before we talk about that, I wanted to actually just mention our sales lately. We've been doing really well, and like I say, I'm hesitant to say this sometimes because I get a lot of feedback from a ton of people, and I can kind of get a gauge on how things are going. A lot of the people that I'm pretty close to, I'm friends with, have been reporting pretty good sales lately. which makes me happy. And a lot of viewers in text messages, in DMs, in emails and stuff like that. I've been hearing good news as well, but I'm still hearing a lot of the other. You know, the trend is going down and some people are having rough weeks, rough days, and it's still a roller coaster for some folks. So I don't have all the answers. I wish I did. I can just tell you what we've done. We've really made a concerted effort to list things with good sell-through rates and put good prices on them, very competitive, put good shipping prices on them, and we've been listing. And it's not just list to list. We're listing and being pretty careful. When I'm looking at those comps, I'm trying to be pretty competitive. I'm not trying to be at the top of the market. I'm not even trying to be at the middle of the market. I'm trying to be at the bottom part of the middle of the market, and we're getting sales. We had 5 days in a row with over $400 in sales. One of them over $500 in sales. And we've been getting close to touching 500 for 5 straight days, which is definitely well over our average, and I'm pretty happy. I'm trying to find Hee-Haw. Do y'all find Hee-Haw anywhere? Oh, there it is right there. Hee-Haw. So let's get into the other topic. What's selling right now in a world with all kinds of issues, political, geopolitical, all kinds of stuff going on, shootings and all this stuff that's just craziness. I have people telling me I need to talk about it on my show, and I'm like, this is a reselling show, folks. But, you know, just the fact that people are saying that ought to tell us that there's, you know, a lot going on in the world. And I think it's driving certain sales. And I think that is relevant to our show. So, Hee-Haw collection, I paid $0.25 a piece, I think, at the Trinity Treasures sale. I think that's what it was. Maybe it was a dime. It was something ridiculously cheap. So, let's say it's $0.25 and I paid under $2 for this. Sold Hee-Haw, sold for $25 plus shipping. And I was talking about this with a friend the other day, and then this sale came through, and I read the message because this was a viewer sale, and our viewer sales are down, which is fine and dandy and wonderful. It doesn't bother me at all. I really appreciate viewer sales. It kind of makes me feel good sometimes because people out there won't say, you know, well, you can only sell to viewers, because we sell an awful lot to non-viewers, but we really do appreciate viewer sales as well. Memories of my youth, had to have it. I plan on watching this with my 92-year-old mama. With the crazy world we live in, we could use a few old school laughs. I enjoy your YouTube channel and have learned from you, your adventures in your family business. I have dabbled in eBay selling over the years, but nothing like you do. Thanks, Melissa. Melissa, thank you. And thank you for adding to this conversation. I think there is a human nature in all of us that remembers, most of us, I mean, some of us had some rough childhoods, right? But even folks who had a rough childhood, there were certain things in their childhood that they just held on to. And I think that when times get tough, when times are hard, this kind of stuff, it's not just the necessities. When times get really hard, right? That's kind of when that happens. When times are different, when they're strained, when they're stressful, which is what we're seeing in the world today, we tend to look to the things that give us comfort. Some people, that's getting out on the golf course all by yourself. Some people, it's watching an old TV show, which I love to do all the time. I talk about them, you know. People think I'm old. Watch the Waltons with my kids even, you know. They like it. And I love the Rockford Files. All those old shows I used to watch when I was little. You know, I just love Perry Mason. All that stuff was before I was born, but I just love it because it harkens back to this time that is so different and seems less stressful to us, but it's probably because we're adults. So thank you for that message, and we're going to talk about some other similar type items. You know what always brings me a little bit of joy? Even this little Mongo right here. You're such trouble. Before we look at those other type items, let's give away some of my go-to tape. And I think it's Hanging Trends 640. Go ahead and send me a message at commonwealthpicker@gmail.com. Leave me your contact information and your address, and we'll ship it out to you. I accidentally shipped somebody 2 of these. One, and then later I thought I hadn't shipped it yet, and I shipped another one. So I'm 1 short. So let me do some accounting before we give away another one. And if we don't have one for the next show, I'll let you know, and we'll give away something else. And thank you for all the good feedback. For those of you who have got yours, who have enjoyed it, for those of you who use those links, we really appreciate it. My go-to tape link is actually American Bubble Boy link. Use code Commonwealth, you can get 5% off. People take solace in their pets You know, they get joy from different places. You know, maybe it's just the vintage stuff they saw when they were a kid. I wish this would sell. I don't know why. Maybe I have this priced too high. It's been hanging around for a while. I'll have to look that up. But I remember this from my neighbor next door. She had this set of books, these Maxwell books, Bible story books. And I remember them. And I remember reading them and all that stuff when I was growing up. And I think, you know, these sold really quickly. And I'm going to have to take them in pieces. They're not even in that great a condition, to be honest with you. But I got them for 50 cents a piece. There was 10 of them, so I paid $5 for them. And it is the whole set. And see if I can get that. You remember these when you were a kid? And that, see, that one's got some damage. These aren't, the color's a little different, but it is all 10 of them. And it bought it for $5. It sold for $42.70. So we sent out a little 5% off offer, and it sold. Love that sale. Any of you resellers out there, are you collectors? Do you buy this kind of stuff and kind of surround yourself with the past for those reasons that I'm talking about? There's another one of those, even though it's not a vintage item. And this one I knew wasn't going to be a huge profit. I paid $2 for it. It had a tag, but I'm like, how can I leave ET here? Who doesn't love ET? And that one sold. I think this one sold to a viewer as well. It sold for $10.95 plus shipping. So for Plush, for us, we're trying to go over $10 plus shipping because I just love to sell it. And this one met the requirement. I like it to be $1 into 10 or more, but in this case it was $2 into 11. I'll take it. Plus it's going to a viewer. It's going to Ronnie. Thanks, Kevin. This is a Christmas gift for my best friend. She's gonna love it. And then they wrote some more, but that just reminded me of something I'm going to talk about here in just a second. We're actually going to do an inclusion. We're going to do an ad in this video. I almost never do ads in these flipper videos. And I get offers all the time because of you guys, because of the audience. But every once in a while when it fits, I do it. And that's going to be today. And it's talking about Christmas gifts and the way they allowed me to do this because I'm pretty passionate about a particular product that I want to tell you about. So keep up the great work and the videos. I love to see all the work and the fun you have with your family. I'm happy to support you once again. You are truly an inspiration for us resellers. Ronnie, treasures and wishes. Boy, that is. I need to hire you as a publicist, or at least to tell my wife I'm a wonderful person. Sometimes she has her doubts. Thank you, Ronnie. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoy. I hope she enjoys the ET. You know, speaking of family and speaking of the crazy world we live in, I was very fortunate that or unfortunate, depending on how you look at it, Pop, that my mom and my dad were able to retire from the West Coast and come out here and spend their retirement years with us, which is amazing. And he's not the best picker in the world, but he's getting a little better. And he saw this, and I'm like, looked it up, and it was really good. Well, relatively really good for my dad, you know. This little thing, Singa Jigs. And I think it was like 50 cents or $1 or something. I'm like, maybe. And I looked it up, and it has a great sell-through rate. We listed it. It sold super quick, $27 plus shipping. Can you believe Lilo and Stitch is vintage? It blows my mind. This was not a great one. Certain ones are good, certain ones aren't good. And I usually just pick them up, figure it out later if I know I'm going to make money. And we're going to make money, but not very much. This one sold for $10.50 plus shipping. It scrunches down really small, so we're still going to make some money on it. All right, y'all, if you have been watching this show for a while, or the Commonwealth Picker show where we used to house these shows before this, you know I have been raving about a product for a long time. It's something that quite literally changed the way I resell. It alleviated a ton of stress. I used to sit inside that eBay cave and I would battle every day with a printer, and it was a pain in the butt. And I just decided one day, you know what? I'm going to make this investment, and if I'm going to get a thermal printer, I'm going to get the best. I have subsequently owned 3 Rolo printers, and I've never had one bit of trouble with any of the 3. The reason I have more is because I'm so super excited about it. When I see somebody who had the struggles that I did, I've given 2 of them away. Now I have a 4th, and I'll talk about that in a second. And of course, the gift giving season is upon us, and the first one I ever got was actually a Christmas gift to myself with my wife's approval, and I've never looked back. No more worrying about ink. No more worrying about when the ink's going to run out. No more worrying at all if you're going to be able to print that night for whatever reason. I have had exactly zero problems with my roller printer, whether it was my wired one to begin with or my wireless one now. Never one problem. That's not to say there won't ever be a problem for you, but let me tell you, I've never had one. And this is the wireless one, and I absolutely love it. And the wired one was awesome as well. I gave the wired one away to somebody who was still using the old printer, and I'm like, you have got to have this, because I wanted the wireless one. And this thing is amazing. Check it out. Wireless printing from iPhone, iPad, Mac, Android, Chromebook, and Windows. Works with Android, works with Apple AirPrint, works with the Chromebook. And check this stat out right here. 650,000 label printing life. This thing could last you the rest of your reselling career. And I had to have this, and we just added this scale right here. Heavier duty than most that you're going to find. Definitely a solid quality scale. Turns on and calibrates itself within just a few seconds. Should be right about there. And I love it. I love the way it works. That's over there in that link below as well. So if you have a reseller in your life that they would love one of these, I highly recommend maybe grabbing one as a gift this holiday season. The link is below. We appreciate Rolo. They also gave us a printer to give away over there on that charity auction we did at the Reseller Rally. I wanted to extend a thank you to you guys out there for that. It was really kind of you to do that. And this thing is going to be in our new Reseller trailer that we're headed out on the road with, and hope to meet some of you guys out there as well. So check that link out below. We appreciate you. I don't think you're going to regret this decision if you go down and make this investment in this incredible product that Rolo has put out. All right, y'all, we're skipping ahead in this video and showing you when my wife comes in and does all the work. What do you think about our Rolo? Do you remember the days back in the shed, or back in the eBay cave back there, where I would come up yelling and stuff?
Laser printers.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
One at a time on a stupid huge sheet of wasted paper.
Best thing ever, right? And now we have this. Check this out for all of you who have not made that giant leap. Look at this. All these packages right here. Just gonna shoot right out of here. Love it. Makes my job so much easier. My job. Y'all, if you haven't got one, I'm telling you, Rolo's the best. Go grab one. You know, it's interesting still to see your kids grow up, and, you know, the emotions I feel about my childhood, to see Bubba, to see my oldest look back at things like like that kind of blows my mind. And my daughter now, as she's getting older, to look back at Harry Potter, you know, that's even older than she is. I mean, Harry Potter is vintage at this point. There's 2 bins I put this type of stuff in, but that one's been full for a while, so my guess is it is, yeah, there it is, right on top over there. Harry Potter towel. Check this thing out. It's pretty cool. It's from 2001, and this thing is awesome. It's got a tag on it. Probably could have waited around and sold it for even more, but, you know, the quick flip is good. Check that out. Look at that towel from 2001. And I think I picked this up at the Reseller Rally. I can't remember. Maybe I picked up different ones, but man, that is super cool. Warner Brothers. And it sold for $25 plus shipping. And it went to a viewer. So 3rd viewer sale. Amanda, hi Kevin. We love your show. We are a husband and wife team of fellow Virginia resellers. One of us is also a high school history teacher. We've learned so much by watching your channel. Looking forward to our first purchase from you. Check out our store if you ever are in the mood to see what we source down in I-81, the New River Valley, which isn't too far away from us for sure. Pickin' an RV. Thank you to both of you. I appreciate it. And whichever one of you is a high school history teacher, you know, you have my absolute thoughts and prayers. It's all right. No, I actually enjoyed it. I love history. I love teaching the different type of kids out there. I just like people. I always have liked people. I surround myself with all these this eclectic group, this motley crew of resellers, and I enjoy all of them. I don't agree with all of them all the time, but most of them are very positive people, and those are, you know, in a world like our crazy world, to surround yourself with people that constantly bring you down is a danger, and that applies to people you watch as well. And I hope I'm not that, and I appreciate all of you watching. I appreciate the purchase as well. Next one's kind of crazy, y'all. So this is the first business day I could ship this item, and I already got a message saying if you don't ship it quickly, I'm going to cancel the order. I'm like, really? I could ship this thing tomorrow and be just fine. And I guess I'm going to ship it today instead. Crazy. True love is slow to anger. Well, maybe not. Schofield Study Bible, 20 bucks plus shipping. Sold a golf club head cover. See if I can get it down here and find it. It's Callaway Rogue fairway wood cover. I think that would probably fit the bill. That one might too. That's probably a hybrid. I think it's this one. $17 plus shipping. But there's a little damage on that one. I think that one was new. I'll go check it out. Another fairly newly vintage item. Mountain Man Treasure. There it is right there. Pokemon stuff, but this is 1999 Pokemon stuff. And I don't even know what it is. Keychain, a little, I don't know, some kind of ball. I don't know what that is. Dog tag. But that lot right there sold for 20 bucks plus shipping. I just realized that may be a viewer, Jennifer. Jennifer, thank you. I appreciate that. And, you know, you see those repeat buyers. Sold a hat. This one's just a plain hat, but a cool plain hat. And it was right on top. I just put it in there. Maryland. I got the crabs on it. And look at that. That's in unbelievably good condition. Made in Korea. Yupun hat. And that one sold for $14.50, I think. $14.25. My eyes are too old to look. $14.25 plus shipping. Sold some White House ornaments, and this we're not going to make a whole bunch of money off. We'll make a little bit. I pick them up because they sell pretty quick this time of year. This is a 2020 White House, 2010 White House. And we put them together to make it worth selling. $17 and change plus shipping. Sold a Raiders football, which we also didn't make much money on. I can't remember what I paid for it. I think I paid too much because I was buying it from a guy I was trying to develop a relationship with. I think we still made some money, though. Not that kind of relationship, though. A reselling relationship, let's say. I don't want to break this. I'm going to put it somewhere. There we go. And here is the football, $12 plus shipping on that old Raiders football. And next one is a really nice sale. We are making good money on this. We're in the pure profit at this point. I love selling this kind of stuff. It took a while to get it going, but now that it's this time of year, it's selling. Or people want that spiced blackberry smell, apparently. And I think, I'm trying to think if we sell them 3 at a time or 4 at a time. Or excuse me, 2 at a time, or I don't know. I'm gonna have to check. I know it isn't 5. There's 2 purchases here. It is 3 at a time times 2, $54. I need to add one more to this. That's pretty darn good. We paid 50 cents a piece for those and bought the whole batch of them. Got them way cheaper than they were asking because we bought so many. And especially when somebody buys a big old giant lot like that. And there's the beauty. This was a free shipping item, which I don't do often, but on multi-quantities, it can pay off big because nobody ever asked for, you know, combined shipping on it because it's free. $54 for that, plus shipping. Haven't seen Pepper all day, but it's time to see Pepper. All right, y'all. Wallen is afraid of Turner's Halloween costume this year, which he wore this year, so we like it. I saw Crazy Lamp Lady's boy had that same costume, so you're in good company. Anyway, what's your joke?
Why do aliens always spill their tea?
Why do aliens always spill their tea? Why?
Because they have flying saucers.
Very good, Turner. I love it, and I love the fact that you still got, what, 1 or 2 more years of Halloween costumes in you?
2.
All right, cool. Thank you, bud. All right, we got a bunch of critters, and we got Reagan in here, and a couple things sold out of your store. Same things, I think. What's so?
Greg got a blue shirt.
You got all that
2 blue
makeup
shirts.
on for it.
Because I was Wednesday. On Wednesdays we
You
were
were
black.
Wednesday.
It was more, but it rubbed
Gotcha.
off.
All right, so you gonna get out of that sling first, or the Commonwealth Christmas ornament's gonna show up first? What do you think?
Actually, no, I don't know. But I think
You're
this
gonna tell us what? Pepper was the star of last year's ornament.
No, you don't get to know yet.
Okay, you gotta pick an animal. Anyway, thank you, Reagan.
It's me.
Bye. And
You're
don't,
on the ornament this year? Okay.
Bye. And don't forget to get your sticker at CommonwealthPicker.com.
Hey, y'all, you've been watching the podcast lately, haven't you?
I've been going backwards.
Yep.
Did you see? You've been going
I
backwards.
don't watch it. I listen.
You
to
listen
it. I
to
can't
it.
see your faces. I'm just kidding.
Did you see the one where Dave got this shirt and I didn't get one? You're
I'm
not
back
at
to
that one
103.
yet. Okay, well, Dustin finally sent me a shirt. I won't say finally because I'm very appreciative over there, Pro Picker.
Why are you laughing?
Well, I appreciate it. I'm laughing because I was teasing Dave that he got one. Right? He was teasing me that he got one and I didn't, but now I've got one, so I don't have to be an amateur picker anymore, Dustin. Thank you so much. All right, show it to him, Mike.
I found it.
You found it. I pulled the thing out and you grabbed it.
I saw it first. And why do you never say, like, this goes with this or something?
Because I didn't know. They were bought on separate days. They were bought on separate days, so we got to ship them both out today. Deborah bought them. I think she's a viewer. It goes with that stitch.
Wow.
I think it's like $20-some total plus shipping. Another item I missed for today, a Tupperware, like a lid holder or a plate holder. $9.50 plus shipping. All right, I'm back out here where the real work gets done, and I've got some real work to do, and I need some help, so hopefully my girls are here to help out. But anyway, we got a bunch of cool stuff coming in. We've processed a whole bunch today. We got a whole bunch back there for some future whatnot shows and tons of stuff for eBay back there as well. I'm so enjoying this time of year. I hope to really hit it hard and get these eBay listings out. I hope to really hit whatnot at least a couple of times a month, as long as I don't have to do all the work for that. I'll do the eBay stuff. Y'all can do the other stuff. But at any rate, thank y'all for joining us. Don't forget to go check out Rolo. It is a perfect gift for a reseller who does not have a thermal printer. I can't believe those are folks out there. And I just really love that product. So thank y'all. Hit that link below. We appreciate you, and I can't wait to see you next.